Good evening everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. And today topic I'm going to discuss about what is mean by primary market and what is mean by secondary market. Before understanding the what is mean by primary and secondary market, let's understand few basic words about the before the like we have some precondition before starting that we should have understanding about those two words what is mean by public limited company, what is mean by private limited company. These are many. It is very important to understand before starting to the understanding about the primary market and secondary market. Let's start with the private limited company. Private limited company is nothing but like which are all the companies not listed in the stock exchange. For example, if I take it as any Ola Electric is a company. It is not listed in stock market, but it will be it is called as a private limited company. It basically have a maximum 200 shareholders, and it is also have a less regulatory act. Let's understand the what is mean by public limited company. Public limited company means a company which are all listed in the stock market. In India, we are having more than like the many like I think more than 6,000 plus companies are listed in the NSE and BSE. But any company which is listed under the NSE or a BSE, which are all under the public, those are all handled by some regulatory. They will be having strict regulatory, and there will be minimum I think 11 to infinity times of shareholders. They're having some conditions, but only the main difference is public limited and private limited is private limited means there will be less regulatory, and those are all not listed in stock market, and the company size will be less, and also the capital of the company is less. It may be startup, it may be have less capital, or it may be the lesser profit companies. Consider companies which are all not listed in the stock market, those are all private limited. Companies which are all listed in the stock market, those are all public limited. Now for example, Ola Electric is a private limited company, Reliance is a public limited company. Understand what is mean by primary market and secondary market. Primary market means suppose any company which are in the private limited company, if they want to come to public limited, there is some pre-procedure that we call it as a primary market. Suppose in primary market we will be having some actions like IPO. IPO means initial public offer. In IPO also we have three steps of process. Like any company, if they want to come to publicly, means if they want to listed their company in publicly, why they want to list it in public? They may want to expand their business, they want to repay their debt, and there are many reasons. Like it may be they want to expand their business and they want to repay that uh, debt. These are the things, and also there are three main stages in the IPO stages. One is a pre-IPO stages, another one is a going to public, another one is post IPO. Understand one by one. Like in the IPO only we have three stages. One is a pre-planning, another one is a going to public, the other one is a after IPO, after listed into stock market. In pre-planning we have three steps. Like one is pre-planning and finance restructure, and also due allegiance. Okay, basically pre-planning means the company, if they want to come to IPO, they should have some pre-planned, like why they are coming, and what is the intention, and how much they want to raise a fund. These are the things. And finance restructure means if the company is in a debt, and they will prepare all the kinds of documents, like all the audit team as well as finance team, and they will sit together and they will prepare all the time documents, and they will provide to the SEBI, or regulatory act as a SEBI, for the approval. And the next is due diligence. Like this is also point. These are the main three topics, three points which are in the included in the pre-planning like pre IPO stages. Next is going to public. Like going to public means they will consider, suppose there are many things. Like if I consider IPO date, when they are going to come to market, when they are going to start IPO date and end IPO date, there are many multiple date. Like suppose start IPO date, end IPO date, and issue date, and also demat account, like when that share will credit, when the refund will happen if the share is not allotted, and also issue price, what is the issue price of that particular shares. They will provide the lot size, like lot sizes, and they can, like every person can apply, depends on their limits. They will provide that limit, like whether the how much they want to provide, how much percentage they want, or how many lots they are going to apply, like as a retailer how many lots, the maximum and minimum lots will be there, we can apply. And certain days after the certain days we will get to know whether it is allotted or not. If it is allotted, it will be comes to your demat account. If it is not allotted, it will be again, the amount will be refunded in 3 days, like after confirmation of the allotment. These are the things. Suppose once it is allotted means to the market, once it is allotted means, suppose if once it's listed in the stock market, NSE or a BSE, then that is like a post trader. Now it will comes under a post trader, means post IPO. Suppose these companies, suppose if you consider the Ola Electric only, Ola Electric come up with the IPO, and they want to raise some certain amount, 5,000 crores or 15,000 crores, XYZ amount, and they will do these process. First one is pre-IPO staging, one is going to public, the other one is post public. Post public, that company will be listed under the public. Once it is listed, like anyone can, any retail investor, anyone can, who is having the demat account, who is having a broker account, they can trade and they can invest their money in that particular stock. That is the one thing. Now we'll understand what are the parties they are involving in this IPO. Like I call it NII, non-institutional investors, as well as non-institutional investors, and also HNI clients, NII clients, and also retail clients. And these are the persons are involving in the IPO basically. And apart from this, this is all about the primary market. If I consider secondary market, any company which are all completed the primary market process and comes to the secondary market, which are all companies traded under stock market, like on daily basis, those companies we call it as a secondary market stocks. Like in secondary market there are many actions again. You call it for company also, there will be lot of regulatory acts, and also there will be having corporate events, and also there will be having dividend payout dates. Every company will have that, like wherein private limited company it is not there, there is no dividend payout date, and there is no much trackable. They can pay their as a bonus shares or something like that. But wherein once the company is listed, based on their profit and based on their investor decisions, they will pay the dividends and they will pay the bonus issues. There are many things in the secondary market, these are all comes under. In secondary market again we have multiple, like instruments, if I call it bonds, as well as equity, as well as future and options, as well as in the mutual funds. We'll understand one by one. Now if you, as a beginner, if you want to start investing as your first journey, you should know some basic concepts. Like we have many points, but if you have this basic knowledge about that one, but you will understand something a little bit about that concept, like what is that in meaning by investing, and what is the benefit of that investing. Let's understand. In India, there are multiple, like we have three exchanges. One is MCX, BSE, and NSE. NSE means National Stock Exchange, BSE means Bombay Stock Exchange, MCX, it is basically traded all the crude oils, as well as silver, as well as gold. The market will be different for the NSE and BSE. In NSE, BSE, the timings is same, but in Indian stock market. But in MCX, it is a different time zones. Like NSE and BSE, it will be traded in between like 9:15 to and 3:30, wherein MCX it will be traded 9:13 to 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Yeah, now we have understand what is mean by exchange and what are the exchanges are there in India. Now let's understand, if I want to invest, like we should have some broker accounts also. Like we cannot go to directly into exchange, and we cannot be able to invest any money or trade any money in the direct to exchange. So there is a one middle person called brokers. In India also we have multiple brokers, but they have divided into two types. One is a full-time broker, full-time service broker. Another one is a discount broker. For example, if I consider discount broker means Upstock and Angel One, as well as in Zerodha, these are all discount brokers. Full-time service brokers means like Kotak Security, HDFC Security, as well as Access Direct, as well as these are all full-time service brokers. Basically, full-time service brokers means they will be having the account also. If you no need to link an account, because it is the account itself is present in the Axis Bank. Suppose if you are in Axis Bank holder, you can create the directly to Access Direct broker account, and you can trade with that. The same way, discount broker means you need to link a back account. You need to provide some documentation to link. But wherein full-time service, it is not required to provide that, because the bank itself is providing that service. That is a full-time service. Full-time service is the main difference. And now we'll understand, like now we have understand what is mean by exchange and what is mean by broker. Like we have to create a broker account. And first thing, once we create a broker account, then we can able to create it in any exchanges. Like basically, once you created an account, and suppose you are creating account in Zerodha, that will get approved in 1 day or 2 days. And once it is approved, you can enable that the trading timings. Like suppose if you want to trade in equity or in future and options, you need to enable that setting in the Zerodha setting. Then you can able to trade in any kinds of stocks which are all listed under the NSE. And one more thing, like if you want to understand in the further video, what I'm planning to do is like how to use the Zerodha, and that is the one point, how to use the Zerodha, and how to buy a stocks, and how to buy a stocks, and how to sell a stocks, and how to invest the money, and what is that order flow in the stock market. I'm going to explain in the next video. And I hope you understand all these topics. Just I will recall myself, like what are the topics I have discussed today. The first thing, today we have understand what is mean by private limited company, what is mean by public limited company, what is mean by primary market, and what is mean by secondary market. In primary market, we have discussed about what is mean by IPO and how they will come up with the IPO. And the next point, in secondary market, what are the companies which we call it secondary market, like the companies which are all listed in the stock market, those companies we call it as the secondary market. And there are many corporate events and actions are there in the secondary market. And we discussed about what are the exchanges, and what are the exchanges are present in India, and what is brokers, and what are the types of brokers. I hope you understand this video and it is helpful for you. Thank you much for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon. And if you like this content, please hit the like button. And also, if you have any kinds of questions, or if you want to learn any new things in the about stock market, you can comment down. I'll be preparing the next video for that. Thank you so much.